Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. The bar is now open for business, baby. And welcome back to Amani's Abyssal Lounge. Alrighty, starting off the top of the episode. Like, follow, share, do all of the things. Thank you. Uh we have been doing pretty good. I'm getting a little steady viewership. I appreciate everybody who's watching. People mostly watch on YouTube, which is fine. I want to put the podcast on Apple, and I might do SoundCloud, but for some reason Apple isn't letting me make an account right now, and I'm trying not to use my personal phone number. But they kind of pissing me off right now. And then I have the SoundCloud account. I just need to like upload everything to it. So yeah. All right. So today's episode is going to be a little different. I don't have a guest this time. There will not be a guest every episode. Um but this episode is just me talking about like what a VTuber is. Um Most people are like, "Oh, VTuber is a virtual YouTuber," and it's like, well, not all VTubers just, do YouTube. Like a lot of them stream, or some of them want to be idols, some of them want to sing, some of them want to produce. There's so many different ways that VTubers are like made nowadays, basically. And I also wanted to explain a little more about myself, basically, because you know VTubers be having strict rules, but I really don't be giving a fuck. And then I want to talk about, like, my favorite VTubers, why they're my favorite VTuber, and just like a list of the ones I watch and who I would love to have on this podcast one day, basically. Um, so yeah. So let me just give the broad definition of what a VTuber is. So a VTuber is an online content creator who uses a virtual avatar, often animated, to represent themselves while streaming or creating videos. So, the big VTuber boom was during COVID when everyone was sitting in the house losing their minds. And really the first big mainstream VTuber was Kizuna Ai. She's been making her comeback, which I love. Like she was the first VTuber I watched before it was like VTubing. Um and everyone knows that she's like the pioneer of what we call modern VTubing. Because she's not the first VTuber, but she's the first like big VTuber in like this new era, basically. And so it's very cool. Now, at the time of recording this, we've lost one of the big three um in the VTubing space agency wise. Uh, I literally just posted a video about them. I'm crazy enough, I filmed them both in the same day. Um, but yeah, before V Shoujo shat themselves, the big three in the like VTubing space agency wise was Hololive, which is, I think, they're a subsidiary of Any Color Entertainment. Don't quote me on that. I don't really be knowing like the whole business structures. But it was Hololive. Well, it is Hololive, Niji Sanji, and then formerly V Shoujo. Those were the big VTuber agencies that people like dream of going to and feeling like, their career has been made. by being a part of these companies. But now there has been this big shift, especially in the past year, of indie VTubers really thriving and doing just as much, if not more, than these companies do. Which is a really cool thing because not everybody can be corpo, not everybody can be a corporate person, which again is fine if you want to join a company, but understand that at the end of the day, corporations are there to make money. So yeah. Um, let's see. For me, like, I know I kind of explained this in the pilot episode, but this podcast isn't just strictly a VTuber podcast. Um, this podcast is for me to be a part of a culture that I grew up in. And that's not just VTubing, that's anime, that's film, it's all of the old YouTubers I used to watch. My content creator friends and like stuff like that. Like I have lived so many different lives before I started this whole VTubing persona thing. And honestly, to be completely honest, it's not hard to find out who I am in real life. Um, I just like to separate the things that I do because I do different things, and I've had this VTuber design for years now, and then I got a little redesign. And even though I can't really stream right now, I want to be able to, do something. So that's why I came up with the podcast. But I know people are like, oh, well, he's a VTuber, or she's a VTuber, but she hasn't had any VTubers on. Frankly, it's because I don't have any VTuber friends right now. Like, um, I'm kind of planning to get more VTubers on. I would love to have more VTubers on that aren't just like my favorites or, big name VTubers. But I have like maybe two VTuber friends, and one is mad nervous about doing it. So I just don't want to, feel pressured to just do VTuber things on here. I want to be able to, you know, do what the fuck I want. And so, yeah, that's basically my whole shtick for this. I know I kind of explained it in my pilot episode, but I want to explain it just a little more here, to, do the things. So now we're gonna do my favorite segment. We're gonna do it by myself this time, which is the Mina Tea Girl. Again, it's Demon Tea because we are spilling tea and talking shit about a current event or something that is going on in the world right now. And I'm gonna make this one a little lighthearted because, child, that the fucking VShojo shit I already talked about and screamed about. So I want to talk about fast food and specifically fast food after 2020. Now, if you are like me and you love you a burger, bitch, you love you a burger, you love you some French fries, you love you a good drink after you done eating this fat ass burger and these greasy ass French fries, you know that you are a connoisseur of fast food. Now, whether that is McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Arby's, Taco Bell, Del Taco, motherfucking Crystals, goddamn Popeyes, whatever the fuck it is, you would be a connoisseur of fast food. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I have noticed that ever since lockdown was over from COVID, that customer service has just become non-existent. And I don't know if it's just my side of town that's like that, or if this is just an overarching thing with the world, but you can't even get a bitch to look you in their eyes no more. Like, I'll go make an order and I'll be like, hi, how you doing? Like, I'm not expecting you to, have a full ass conversation with me in this fucking drive through. But can I at least get I'm doing well. How about yourself? Can I at least get an acknowledgement that I exist, bitch? And again, I understand it. The minimum wage ain't went up in hell knows how long. People barely can pay their rent. People can barely survive and all of the things. I get that. And I get people's living situations and emotional situations, whatever the fuck folks going on. I understand all that shit. But in the same breath, girl, ain't nobody told your motherfucking ass to come to McDonald's. And I'm gonna say it again. And I really be trying not to sound like this because again, I know everybody isn't destined to, go to school or, be a fucking billionaire or whatever the fuck. People have to work, fast food and they are valid too. They deserve to have a living wage. But Sister Kate, if you know this ain't your future, if you know your motherfucking ass don't want to be at this McDonald's, you don't want to be at this Wendy's, you don't want to be at this Popeyes, take your ass to school. Get a fucking trade. Change whatever it is you're doing, bitch. Find you a 6 to 8 week class for something so you can learn some skills so your bitch ass don't have to be at this fucking McDonald's fucking my shit up. I'm sorry that I got my ass the fuck up and struggled through college and have a career and doing all this fucking bullshit. I'm so sorry that that is what I decided to do with my life. And you're at fucking McDonald's, bitch. Don't cat and again, don't take this as me ragging on every McDonald's worker, every fast food customer service worker. No, bitch, I used to do fucking fast food, bitch. That's why I can talk shit. I've done every customer service job from here to fucking goddamn call centers. So that's why I can talk shit. But I knew this shit wasn't my end goal. I wasn't gonna be at these jobs for the rest of my motherfucking life, bitch. Because frankly enough, I can only be fake for so long before I be ready to slap the dog piss out of one of you bitches. So, with that being said, if your bitch ass know you don't want to be at this job for the rest of your life, I need for you to do something that's going to move you in a direction that gets you out of this job. Whether it's something as simple as changing your mindset. Because a lot of you bitches have given up on yourselves. That's why your bitch ass is stuck at McDonald's and you're stuck at Burger King and all of the things. Because if people in my life with children can turn their lives around and fight with their baby daddies while still going to school and fight with their baby daddies while still getting this trade, you can do it too, bitch. There's no fucking excuse. It was better opportunities back in the day, but they trying to rip all the free shit away from us. But there are still institutions and there are still ways for you to get an education for free. You don't have to be at nobody college to get an education. Bitch, do better. Because if one more of you hoes give me an attitude when I'm ordering my motherfucking food and I hand you my card and you're not even looking at me, I'm gonna slap the dog shit out of one of you bitches. Because it's so frustrating to me when I'm in the drive-through and you can't even hear my order because you got a fucking AirPod in. Or you on the phone arguing with your nigga. Or you arguing with some bitch while you on the clock. Bitch, if you don't take my motherfucking order so I can go on about my life. And I'm the type, I do not go into establishments and act stupid. That is just one of my things. I don't cuss at nobody. I don't get nobody no attitude because again, I used to do this shit. So I understand how it feels to be at these places. But the least you can fucking do is your job. That's all I ask is to do your job. But hell, bitch, the moment you piss me off, I'll go somewhere else. I will drive 15 to 20 minutes out of the way to go get better service before I act stupid at somebody's fucking establishment. Cause I'm not gonna go viral on Instagram fighting with some dumbass bitch or some stupid motherfucker in an establishment because I'm having a bad day, you having a bad day, and you decided you wanted to think you could beat me. Cause can't damn bitch whoop me. So that's that on that. On period. The fuck. Okay. So that was fun. That was a cute little kiki about fast food. Let me know how y'all feel about fast food in the motherfucking comments, bro, because this shit progressively gets worse every single year. And I am so tired. So tired. Like, that's why I haven't cooked this much in my life, but I've been cooking so much more because I'm just like, damn, a bitch can't even go get no good burger no more without being ready to slap a bitch. Like, goddamn. So, going back to VTubers, I want to talk about my favorite VTubers and the ones that I would love to have on this fucking podcast. I know I said in the pilot episode, but obviously number one is Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse, please, if you ever in your life hear this podcast, please be a guest. Oh my fucking god! She is like. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I might quit after I get this Iron Mouse episode. Cause I'm be like, bitch, I made it. Like that's just me. But I also want to talk about like my other favorite VTubers because I watch a lot of VTubers, like a lot. Um, if I could, corporal side, if I could have a guest on my podcast, Hey Cox Bell, I always say her first name wrong, but Bay from Hollow Live, Hey Cox Bells. Um, she is my Oshi. I love her from. I love Bay so much. Like y'all don't understand. She is so fucking funny in like the most awkward ways possible because like I didn't know Bay didn't know like basic things about shit that I grew up with, and that shit was so fucking funny. Um, Also from Hololive, like Narissa Ravencroft. I love Narissa. I just I just love how she is just so out there and out there in a way that is like the like the viral I'm white me like that's so like that's so funny because for the longest time I genuinely thought she was like of Asian descent or something like crony, like if she was Korean like crony. But for her to just be like, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm white. It's hilarious. And so I would like those are my big two from Hololive that I would love to have. Like I obviously love other Hololive VTubers, but those are like my big two that I would love to have on my podcast. Now, indie. Oh my fucking god, I have so many indie VTubers that I love. Would I have them all on my podcast? No, but I have so many that I just adore to watch. The thing is, like, my criteria for being a guest is you have to be able to keep up with me when it comes to shit talking. Like, you have to either out shit talk me or you have to equally talk shit with me. And I know a lot of VTubers have timid personalities, they're shy and shit like that. But a lot of them are not. A lot of them will get to the nitty-gritty and talk about what the fuck need to be talked about. So number one, indie VTuber, bow to well. Y'all don't understand. My love for Bao in the past 2 years has skyrocketed to a point that I never thought it would. And y'all want to know why? Because she a freak nasty bitch like me. If you have seen her talk about Blide from Elden Ring, Lycon from Zenless Zone Zero, like any of her viral just being just the nastiest, freaked out person possible, you will understand why the fuck she's my kindred spirit. Like she, like the type of shit she be saying is the type of shit I be saying to my friends privately. Like, like, and I could tell this funny story one time. I was watching one of her clips of when she first debuted her newer model. um she was going back over the Bly animation that someone had made for her, and she's screaming the most visceral, most horned up shit possible. And I'm watching this in the living room, and I just look in the kitchen and I'm like, thank God my grandma doesn't have her hearing aids in, because child, I wasn't embarrassed per se, but I was definitely like, girl, Val, you freak nasty, girl. You is freak nasty for real. And so I was just like, oh my God. I love her. And she's so talented. She sings so well, and she's been through so much as an indie VTuber. That I feel like she needs somewhere where she feels comfortable enough to just get shit off her chest. And I feel like my podcast would be that. Um, Obviously, I wouldn't want her getting in no trouble or anything, but I would want her to be honest and say, like, yeah, like, this shit was fucked up. You bitches are lame. Like, something like that. Um, Another indie VTuber I wanna have on is Kason. Oh my fucking God. We're both Georgia Peaches, number one. Let me tell y'all something. Just saying, with the recent V Shoujo stuff, um, I need y'all to understand, Kason was being very nice, because if she let that Georgia side come out of her, she would have I'm gonna be real. I would have cussed them bitches out clean, clean on live stream. I would have. When I say the hood rat in me would have jumped the fuck out, this is not me calling Kason a hood rat. But when I say I would have told that bitch a new booty hole, what the fuck? And just the fact that Kason is so just genuine and just genuinely don't give a fuck. Like, she quit on live stream. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, hell yeah, sister, do the things, bitch. Do that shit, bitch. Yup. Like, I just feel like we would kiki so well. I feel like we would relate on so many things, just being two bitches that I know she doesn't live in the South anymore, but as a bitch that has lived in the South, she'll understand just certain Southern isms and certain things. Um, yeah, I would just love to pick her brain. Like, I would just be like, "Girl, like, do you feel like you have to balance, you being Japanese, living in the US in the South, and then going back to Japan? Do you feel like you have an identity crisis at time?" Like, those would be the questions that I would ask. And I'm not an interviewer. I'm not gonna sit here and say I would be an interviewer, but I definitely would love to, ask those types of questions. Another indie VTuber I would love to have on is Natasha Nianners. And I know people are gonna be like, "What? Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I really like Nian." And yes, I know about her past. Yes, I know she used to be a 4chan girl. I get that. And I would want to ask about that stuff, but like, y'all, everybody was an angsty teenager. Everybody was saying dumbass shit online. Like, I'm not the type of person that, and this is just me, I'm not saying everybody else has to be like this. For me personally, I don't hope, once you turn 18, or really, really once you turn 21, I don't hold anything against you from your past, because you get to a point where you start to realize you was a dumbass teenager. Everybody above the age of 21 starts to look back at, like, the shit that they did in high school, and you're like, man, I was fucking weird, or oh, that's fucking gross. And for some people, it happens a little later, like 24, 25. Um, but you start to look back on the shit that you did when you was in high school, the shit that you said that you was in high school, and you were like, man, I was gross. I was disgusting. I did horrible shit. I hurt so many people. I said so many horrible things. And I feel like that's kind of how she's been with her growth, where it's like she's acknowledged the fact that, you know, she was edgelord girl. She was that type of girl that everybody knows what I mean when I say that. And for her to become this person now, it's admirable. So I enjoy her. And I'm gonna be real, she's fucking funny as fuck. The shit posting is funny as fuck to me. And I'm not a person that usually likes shit posting, but it is something about her shit posting that is so fucking funny to me. Her fucking milking that glove like she was milking herself is one of the funniest fucking streams I have ever watched in my fucking life. And I laugh about it to this day. To this motherfucking day, y'all. I laugh about it. Um, and I also want to talk about, just how she feels about showing her face a little more lately. She kind of stopped doing it a little bit when Athel got sick, and it was a lot going on with that. But just her finally coming out of her shell and like showing a little more of herself and being more out in the open. I want to talk about how she feels about that because that can be scary, especially when everybody wants you just to do the worst thing all the time. Um, so yeah, I would love to have Nyan on. Now, the next people I'm gonna name technically have VTuber models, but they're not VTubers per se. Like they have PNGs and stuff like that. Forever KT, bitch, me and that girl would kiki for hours. You hear me? For hours. Okay? When I say two gay kindred spirits, basically, like KT will say some shit on stream, and I'll be like, I feel like this is my sister in another life type shit. Like, and it's just like when you put two gays that love Bayonetta down together, it's like this twin telepathy that happens. Like, it's like, oh, you understand me to a T. So I feel like that would be one of the funniest episodes on this month on my fucking podcast on God. Because like they're just that funny. Like, what the fuck? And then to technically pivot because like they know each other, like they're besties. Super butter buns. Oh my God. Like, you guys, I got into SBB literally around the same time I got into Iron Mouse. Like when I say they have both been my like comfort watches since COVID, like dead ass, I have binged all of Super Butter Buns videos so many times over every couple of months. I just go down the list just for fun. Like the For Experts with Bloodborne is my favorite series on that channel. It is. And I am so ready for the rest of the Dark Souls 3 to come out because it's basically like the same shit. Um I just love her. Like she has been she's like that one creator that I'm so happy she takes her time because I know whatever she posts is fire. And because she's so fucking funny, she's down to earth, she has knowledge of like the gaming industry because when you've been playing games for a long time and you watch all these interviews and you go to these events and all the things, you learn shit. Like she has all of this knowledge and this insight and she's a lesbian. She is a lesbian. We love the LGBTQ around here. And I love her wife. Her wife is so great. I would love to have them both on at the same time. I'm not even gonna cap to you because her wife likes Colt Lyoko, and I love Colt Lyoko. Um, and she's like, hey, and the wife is the K-pop girl too. Like, she'll be going to concerts that I be going to, and I'm just like, girl, can we kiki about that? But seriously, like, I would love to have a conversation and just like, I know she hasn't really done like a podcast in a while, but I would love to have her on. Like, seriously. Now jumping back to like other indie VTubers that I like really consume. Um, Porcelain Maid. I love Joel. I just know Joel is like 6'1". Like it's so funny because I picture how each like VTuber looks like IRL, and a lot of like I don't know if I'm the only one that plays that game, but like I'll picture how they look IRL, and I'll be like, okay, how close am I? Like when they finally do like a face reveal or they do like a body reveal or whatever. And I'm like, yes, I knew that's how you look. Cause you can just tell from someone's voice a lot of times, or like how someone carries themselves, like how they may have certain physical features and stuff like that. And it's never me judging them. It's just a fun game that I do because it's like the anonymity is cool. So it's like, oh, like what do you really look like? Um, but yeah, I keep missing every time Joel goes to a fucking convention that I'm at, I keep missing his damn fucking meet and greets. And it's really making me mad because this is now like the second time in like 2 years that I've been at a con that Joel has guessed at, and I fucking missed the meet and greet. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I want to talk to Joel. I want to at least say hi and like I love your content and you're fucking funny as fuck. Like, um, another indie that I have been really getting into, like I watch a lot of the girly pops, like a lot of them. Um, and I love Numi. I just feel like Numi would just be so like nervous, and like I feel like I would kind of scare her a little bit. And like, cause like as nice and as sweet as I am kind of loud and rough. And I feel like I would scare a lot of the girly pops like that. But I know Cottontail isn't a girly pop, but definitely would love for Cottontail to be on here because I feel like she would match my energy so easily. Um, Cause you know when you freak nasty, it's just something about when you freak nasty that you can discern when another bitch is freak nasty. So then, like how like the Bayonetta telepathy, it's the freak nasty telepathy. Like it's like, oh, you a freak nasty bitch. Let's talk about freak nasty shit together. So I would love for her to be on here. Like I'm so dead ass. Like, and I don't know. I want to pick their brains just a little bit more. Like, not on some messy shit, but like, I want them to be comfortable and feel comfortable with themselves and talk about shit. Now, technically, he isn't a VTuber anymore. Um, but Quinn Bennett, I it's something about him that I know we could tell each other stories for hours because Quinn is a lot like me, where I feel like we get ourselves into stupid ass situations and we just be chilling. Like, if I could go into how many times I've been in dumbass situations and I just be hanging out with friends or I just be going somewhere. And it's just be like, why the fuck is this happening to me? So I feel like me and him would talk for hours about just the craziest shit that we have dealt with, whether it's like our families, our friends, this, that, and the third. And listen, I know y'all give him a lot of hell for the things that he says sometimes, but I need y'all to understand when someone is genuine and someone genuinely feels a certain way about something, it is hard for them to curve or sugarcoat shit. And I know he probably don't give a fuck, but cut that man some fucking slack. Give him a fucking break, bro. Like, yes, he talks shit. He human. He ain't gonna be all godly and saintly all the motherfucking time. He can talk all the shit he want to motherfucking talk. Either you like it or you don't. But I feel like every time he says something controversial, it's here his ass go again. It's like, no, at least listen to what he has to say. Like, but again, social media has poisoned everyone's brains into thinking there's no such thing as context or nuance anymore. So the moment anybody tweets anything or says anything, it's black or white. And I'm like, yo, just give him a break. Cause there's been some shit he said that I haven't liked, but that's human. You don't have to like everything he fucking says. You don't have to agree with everything everybody fucking says all the fucking time. That's fine. Like, chill the fuck out. Um, but yeah, right. That's all I can really think of right now. I watch so many VTubers and content creators that I would love to have on the pod. Um, I know this was a shorter episode. I just wanted to talk about my phase for a second because I do have inspirations and I do look up to so many people, and so many people have inspired me to finally start my creative endeavors. So, well, not finally, get back into starting my creative endeavors. So, that's what this episode is. It's basically like a positive love letter to all of the people that inspire me. Um Hopefully I'm able to get all of them. I'm gonna be honest, if I even get one of them, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I did it. I'm that bitch. But I'm definitely gonna shoot for all of the people that I have fucking listed on here. Um, so I just want everybody to look, clock this T, because when we come back to this episode, maybe 2-3 years from now, I'll be like, yes, y'all, I did it. I want everybody to be happy with me. Okay, so we're gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna do my shields one more time. Follow me on all of the social medias. Amani Abyss, bitch. It's mostly Amani Abyss on everything. On Twitter, it is Amani_Abyss on everything. Please comment. Let me know if I listed any of your faves, if I listed anybody that you watch. Um, Genuinely just want this podcast to be not just a positive place, but a constructive place where people can talk their shit. Because there's not a lot of places that people feel comfortable speaking their mind. And I want this place to be one of those places. So, again, if you like the shit talking, if you like my honesty and my opinions, please subscribe. Please watch on Spotify. If you ain't fucking with the YouTube, watch on Spotify. If you ain't fucking with Spotify, watch on YouTube. Just watch the damn fucking podcast, please. And for those of you who have made it to the end, I'm gonna do something fun at the end of the podcast now. If those of you that have listened to the end of this episode, I want you to name an animal that if you transformed into, this sounds so fucking stupid, but if you were to transfer into this animal, you would either A, like, be super, super happy, or B, you would be like a fucking deviant. Like, you would be like a demon. Like, I mean, you would be knocking shit over. You would be eating motherfuckers. Like, you would be shitting on people's yards. Like, whatever the animal is, like, just an animal that you would either be the most happy or the most devilish in. Please put it in the comments. All right, y'all, and that's the end of the pod. Talk to you later. Bye.